Hi dear Starry little listeners. Here's your 25 minutes bedtime stories. Happy listening. Remember to subscribe, follow, and share. Flicker's unique flame. In a fiery volcano nestled amongst fluffy white clouds lived Flicker, a baby fire dragon. Unlike other baby dragons who breathed fiery blasts, Flicker's flames sputtered and fizzled, more like sparklers than fire. Every morning, while other dragonets practiced their roars and blasted rocks with scorching flames, Flicker practiced too. He puffed and he huffed, but all that came out were tiny puffs of smoke and a few embarrassing sputters. One day, the dragonets were learning to fly. They soared through the air, leaving trails of smoke behind them. Flicker, worried his weak flames wouldn't lift him, hid behind a rocky ledge, feeling sad. "What's wrong, Flicker?" a gentle voice boomed. It was Sparky, a wise old dragon with a kind smile. Flicker sniffed. "My fire's weak. I can't fly or breathe big flames like the others." Sparky chuckled. "Young one, fire comes in many forms. Maybe yours just burns a little differently." Sparky led Flicker to a field of wildflowers. "Try warming these flowers," he said. Flicker concentrated, and a soft glow emanated from him. The wildflowers, touched by his gentle heat, unfurled their petals and bloomed even brighter. Flicker's eyes widened. His fire wasn't weak, it was different. He could make things grow. He spent the rest of the day carefully warming wilting leaves and helping baby butterflies hatch from their cocoons. That night, however, Flicker felt a pang of guilt. He accidentally bumped into a rock pile while practicing flying earlier, causing a rock slide that blocked the entrance to the dragon cave. Everyone was trapped. Tears welled up in Flicker's eyes. "It's all my fault," he cried. Sparky flew down and nudged him gently. "Accidents happen, little one. The important thing is to learn and move on." Taking a deep breath, Flicker focused his fire on a specific spot on the rock slide. To his surprise, the rocks began to melt, slowly clearing a path. Relief washed over him. He might not have a big, roaring fire, but he could still help in his own special way. The next morning, the other dragonets cheered as they were finally freed. They even admired the beautiful flowers Flicker had helped bloom. Flicker realized being different wasn't bad. It made him unique. From that day on, Flicker embraced his gentle fire. He learned to fly with short bursts of warmth, and his ability to nurture made him a valuable member of the dragon family. He learned that everyone makes mistakes, but what matters most is to forgive yourself, learn from them, and keep shining your own unique light. Little listeners, remember, even if you mess up sometimes, it's okay. Forgive yourself, learn from your mistakes, and keep being your awesome self. Now, close your eyes and dream of all the amazing things you can do, just like Flicker, the fire dragon with a gentle flame. Starry Fairy Godmother would like to announce that Starry Night Bedtime Stories is now on Facebook. Now little listeners can follow us on Facebook to tell me about what you think of our video. But don't stop there. Starry Fairy Godmother would like to know what you've learned from the video too. Comment now. Follow us now, little listener. Link is in the description. Fennel's Two Tails. In a cozy burrow nestled amongst whispering pines lived a curious little fox named Fennel. Now, Fennel wasn't like other foxes. While they had one fluffy tail that swished behind them, Fennel had two. One, a fiery orange like autumn leaves, the other, a soft, velvety black like a moonlit night. Fennel loved her unique tails. They helped her balance while scampering after butterflies, and they looked oh so fabulous when she chased her shadow. But whenever Fennel ventured out of her burrow, things felt a little different. One sunny morning, Fennel peeked out. "Good morning, Mrs. Hoot," she greeted the wise old owl perched on a branch. Mrs. Hoot blinked her large eyes. "Good morning, dear. My, your new tail is quite dark." Fennel's ears drooped. It wasn't a new tail, but it felt different now. "It's always been black, Mrs. Hoot." "Indeed," the owl hooted softly. "But have you ever considered dyeing it orange to match the other one?" Fennel frowned. Dye her tail? It was a part of her. Feeling a little sad, she trotted off to the meadow. There, she found her friends, Bun Bun the playful rabbit and Natty the bouncing badger, giggling as they chased each other. Fennel joined in, her two tails swishing happily. Suddenly, Bun Bun stopped. "Hey," he said, sniffing Fennel's black tail. "Why does your tail smell funny?" Natty wrinkled her nose. "Yeah, it's different." Fennel's smile vanished. Her black tail felt funny all of a sudden, and not in a good way. Maybe Mrs. Hoot was right? The day went by in a blur. Every giggle and every stare made Fennel feel like her two tails were a mistake. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the meadow, Fennel trudged back home, feeling lost. Curling up in her burrow, tears welled up in Fennel's eyes. "Why can't I be like everyone else?" she sniffled. Just then, her mother, Luna, a beautiful fox with a single silver tail, nuzzled Fennel gently. "What troubles you, my little one?" Fennel poured out her heart, tears staining her fur. Luna listened patiently, then spoke softly. "Fennel, your two tails are what make you special. They make you you." Fennel sniffled. "But everyone stares and asks questions." Luna smiled. "They stare because they haven't seen anything like you before. And questions are good. They help us learn." Fennel looked up, her eyes still wet. "But Bun Bun said my black tail smells funny." Luna chuckled. "Maybe it picked up a new scent on your adventures." Remember, Fennel, all creatures are different, and that's what makes the forest so wonderful. Fennel thought about it. The grumpy old badger who lived by the stream had a crooked nose, and the beautiful butterfly Bun Bun loved had wings with spots that didn't quite match. Maybe the difference wasn't bad after all. "You were brave, curious, and kind, Fennel," Luna continued. "And your two tails are a reminder that you can be anything you want to be, no matter what anyone else says." Fennel wiped her tears, a small smile forming. Maybe Mrs. Hoot could keep her dying advice to herself. Fennel's two tails, fiery orange and soft black, were perfect just the way they were. The next morning, Fennel skipped out of her burrow, feeling a newfound confidence. She twirled her two tails proudly as she greeted her friends, their stares not bothering her a bit. After all, the difference wasn't bad. It was fantastic. And so, Fennel, the little fox with two magnificent tails, continued her adventures, ready to explore the wonders of the forest, her unique tails swishing happily behind her. To all my little listeners, everyone is special in their own way. People might notice or comment your unique qualities, and that's okay. Remember, your special differences are what make you, and they make the world a more interesting place. Always appreciate what makes you unique and never forget how amazing you are. Sweet dreams, little angels. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bun Bun learned how not to be angry. In a sunny burrow beneath a giant oak tree lived a little bunny named Bun Bun. Bun Bun had fluffy white fur, a twitchy pink nose, and a big heart. But Bun Bun also had a tiny problem. He got very angry very easily. One morning, Bun Bun was hopping through the meadow to pick juicy clover for breakfast. He bounced past a ladybug busily munching on a leaf. But before Bun Bun could reach his favorite clover patch, a big brown bear lumbered across his path. "Oh no," squeaked Bun Bun. "Now I have to wait forever." The bear munched on some berries and took his sweet time crossing the meadow. Bun Bun's fluffy tail twitched faster and faster. He fumed and stomped his little feet. By the time the bear finally ambled away, Bun Bun was furious. "That grumpy bear," he yelled, his whiskers twitching. "He ruined my whole morning." Just then, a wise old owl hooted from a nearby branch. "Bun Bun, why are you so upset?" Bun Bun pointed his paw at the now empty meadow. "The bear took too long. Now all the good clover is gone." The owl hooted softly. "Anger clouds our judgment, Bun Bun. Sometimes, the best thing to do is take a deep breath." Bun Bun took a big, slow breath in through his nose and blew it out slowly through his mouth. He felt a tiny bit calmer. "But now I'm hungry," he whimpered. The owl smiled. "There are always other clover patches. Let's explore together." Bun Bun followed the owl to a different part of the meadow. There, hidden amongst the wildflowers, was a patch of even juicier clover. Bun Bun nibbled happily on the clover, feeling much better already. "Thanks, Mr. Owl," he said with a mouthful of clover. Taking a deep breath really helped. The owl hooted. "Remember, Bun Bun, anger is like a puff of smoke. You can choose to let it cloud your day or blow it away with a deep breath and find something happy." From that day on, whenever Bun Bun felt anger puff up like a smoke cloud, he'd take a big, deep breath and let it go. He learned that taking a moment to calm down helped him find solutions instead of getting stuck in his anger. And so, Bun Bun hopped through the meadow, enjoying his juicy clover and the many other happy moments life had to offer. Little listeners, remember, all of us feel angry sometimes. But just like Bun Bun, we can choose to take a deep breath and let the anger go. When you feel a puff of smoke, take a big breath in and blow it out slowly. It will help you find calm and happiness, just like Bun Bun. Now, cuddle up tight, dream of happy bunny hops, and drift off to a peaceful sleep. Starry Fairy Godmother would like to announce that Starry Night Bedtime Stories is now on Facebook. Now little listeners can follow us on Facebook to tell me about what you think of our video. But don't stop there. Starry Fairy Godmother would like to know what you've learned from the video too. Comment now. Follow us now, little listener. Link is in the description. Lily learned to appreciate herself. Once upon a time, in a land filled with bouncing bunnies and fluffy clouds, lived a little ladybug named Lily. Now, ladybugs were known for their bright red shells with black spots. But Lily? Lily wished her shell was sparkly, like a disco ball. Every morning, while other ladybugs practiced their flying skills, Lily would sneak off. She'd flit past busy bees buzzing around flowers and reach a quiet corner of the garden, a patch of wildflowers with shimmering dewdrops. "Oh," Lily would whisper, her tiny legs trembling with excitement. She'd spend hours catching dewdrops on a giant leaf, making them sparkle like tiny diamonds. Back home, while other ladybugs munched on juicy leaves, Lily would dream of a shell as sparkly as the dew. One sunny afternoon, a big bug parade was announced in the land. All the butterflies practiced fluttering their colorful wings, and the ants practiced marching in a straight line. But Lily? She felt a lump in her throat. "I can't join," she mumbled sadly to a friendly spider spinning his web. "My shell isn't pretty like theirs." The spider smiled kindly. "But Lily, your shell is special. It's bright red and shiny." Lily shook her head. "No, it's not shiny enough. I want a sparkly shell." Just then, a wise old grasshopper hopped by. He overheard their conversation and chuckled softly. "Little ladybug," he said, "true beauty comes from who you are, not how you look." Lily tilted her head. "But everyone loves sparkly things." The grasshopper winked. "They might love sparkle, but they also love kindness, like the way you always share your delicious leaves with others." Lily thought for a moment. Maybe the grasshopper was right. She did love sharing her lunch with hungry friends. And she did love the way the red of her shell shone in the sunlight. Taking a deep breath, Lily decided to join the parade. She marched alongside the butterflies and ants, her red shell gleaming proudly. As she walked, she smiled and waved at all her friends. The crowd cheered. They loved seeing Lily's bright red color and her happy smile. Lily realized that sparkling wasn't the only way to be beautiful. Being kind, friendly, and true to herself made her just as special. From that day on, Lily didn't wish for a sparkly shell anymore. She loved her bright red self. She continued to share her leaves, spread smiles, and shine with her own unique light. And everyone in the land learned that true beauty comes from the inside, just like the kindness that sparkled in Lily's heart. So, little listeners, remember, you are all special just the way you are. You don't need to be sparkly or anything else to be beautiful. Be kind, be yourself, and let your inner light shine. Now, cuddle up tight, dream of all the wonderful things that make you special, and drift off to a peaceful sleep. The impatient hopper learned to forgive. In a glistening marsh filled with bulrushes and buzzing dragonflies lived a little heron named Hopper. Now, herons were known for their patience as they waited for fish to swim by. But Hopper was impatient. She wanted to catch a fish now. Every morning, while other baby herons practiced standing perfectly still, Hopper would impatiently tap her little feet. She'd watch other herons catch fish with a single, swift stab of their beaks, and her feathers would puff up with frustration. One sunny afternoon, the baby herons were having a fishing competition. Hopper flapped her wings excitedly. This was her chance. But as usual, her impatience got the better of her. She spotted a shiny fish swimming by and lunged with a big splash. The fish, startled by the commotion, darted away. Hopper missed completely and landed face first in the muddy water. The other baby herons giggled. Hopper felt her cheeks turn red with embarrassment. "I hate being impatient," she mumbled, shaking mud off her feathers. Beatrice, a wise old heron with long, elegant feathers, landed beside Hopper. "Hopper," she hooted gently, "patience is a skill like fishing. It takes practice." Hopper sighed. "But everyone else catches fish so fast." Beatrice smiled. "Everyone learns at their own pace, Hopper. Remember, catching a fish isn't just about how fast you move, it's about knowing the right time to act." Taking a deep breath, Hopper decided to try again. This time, she stood perfectly still, watching the water with calm focus. Soon, a small fish swam by, oblivious to the danger. With a swift, silent movement, Hopper caught the fish in her beak. Hopper couldn't believe it. She had finally caught a fish. But as her pride swelled, she noticed another heron, Toby, looking sad. Toby had missed every cast and was feeling discouraged. Remembering how she felt earlier, Hopper did something she wouldn't have done before. She shared her fish with Toby. "Here," she said shyly, offering him half. Toby's eyes widened with surprise. "For me?" Hopper nodded. "You were feeling sad, and I know how that feels." A smile spread across Toby's face. "Thank you, Hopper. That's really nice of you." From that day on, Hopper practiced her patience. She learned that good things come to those who wait, and that forgiving others and sharing made her feel even better than catching a fish. The marsh echoed with her laughter as she played with Toby, and soon, everyone learned the value of patience and forgiveness. Little listeners, remember, just like Hopper, we all make mistakes and feel impatient sometimes. But it's okay. Take a deep breath, forgive others, and share your kindness. You'll find that sometimes the best catches are the ones you share with friends. Now, snuggle under your cozy covers and dream of a marsh filled with friendship and happy herons.